Yeah, it's me, and I'm just going to talk about something that just came in today, and not a lot of people are talking about it right now. I think they will be talking about it a lot later on, so I guess I'm just going to be one of the first. And I guess this is my first news about Microsoft's Windows operating system in a long, long time. The main reason is that, well, after Vita and then Microsoft's Windows 8, and the only good one was 7, by the way, it really didn't seem like very much competition was going on in the whole Mac versus PC world, which it isn't even till today. I mean, even not till today, even today, because well, Microsoft has been, as you all know, been going downhill on a lot of decisions. First, the whole DRM mess with the Xbox One, and not forgetting Xbox One in general. Hardware decisions in Xbox One that leaves people just scratching their heads like, why is this thing more of a DVR system than an actual gaming console? Because, when you're selling a gaming console, you want to sell a gaming console, not a DVR system. I mean, at least Sony knew, and even Nintendo knows, for all the bashing they've gotten, that they knew what they were selling. A gaming console with streaming services added onto it, like Netflix and all that, and Hulu and all that other shit. Those are added benefits to the console because of, just how technology has gone up through the years. And hell, even the fucking Wii could handle Netflix and Hulu. But basically, Sony, yeah, has done a much more better job, and Microsoft has repeatedly done what they always do to their customers, even when the Windows operating system is basically tell them to go fuck off, and then their customers will probably do fuck off, and then come running straight back because they are because well they just love being abused. That and they believe that Apple is out to take over the entire world. Even though if Apple wanted to, all they could have done was made their phone the only phone out there. I mean, okay, yeah, they sued Android a few times, but then again, so has Microsoft, and Microsoft is now getting profits from Android phones, by the way. And since Steve Jobs has died, you have noticed that Apple has laid off on most of their lawsuits against Google a lot. And so let's face it, Windows phones. Yeah, Windows phones is actually a threat to anybody. Oh, pretty much everybody knows that thing is dead. It's no longer even around. I mean, it's still being sold out there, and Nokia's and all that when Microsoft bought them, but have you heard anything from Windows Phone lately? No. Hell, I haven't heard any news from about the Silverlight. By the way, Microsoft has completely. All I know is that Microsoft doesn't even support the new Silverlight, which I know is an add-on to Windows and Microsoft and Apple and all that other shit, which is what Netflix is using. But Netflix has already said that they're going to switch to HTML5. They just haven't put in a date on when they're going to actually go do this. Hulu, by the way, is already running HTML5. But yeah, when Netflix goes HTML5, whenever they eventually get off their asses and stop making TV shows for a little bit, and they're going to have to switch. It's a must. And of course, when I'm hearing news that Phil Schaeffer is going to go to E3 and represent more of the PC gaming, because Microsoft said they had this whole big thing planned for first party games for the Xbox One. And now, as we're getting closer, it's more of they got this whole big thing planned for PC gaming, cross PC slash Xbox One gaming, which is not exactly hitting the fans of, well, just not hitting any gamer out right now in the gut, rightfully, because they don't like it. They don't like the news. I mean, Phil Schaeffer even got up and said, "We're not going to force PC gamers to buy our Xbox One." You're supposed to do that, Phil. You're supposed to fucking do that. I don't know what you're doing. Now, and as we all know, Microsoft a long time ago said that they were going to allow people to upgrade, and this is, I guess, what the whole video is about. But, anyways, Microsoft said they were going to allow people to upgrade for free to Windows 10. And that's fine and all. And that's actually good news. Even the people who pirated their versions of Windows 7 and 8. Yeah, anyone who had Windows 7, 8, or even the pre-release of Windows 10 could upgrade for free, even those who pirated. Well, Microsoft went back on that, and the whole pirated thing was removed. They still say 7, 8, and the pre-install will be free for 1 year. And after that, it's going to be $100 to upgrade. Unless you're part of some sort of, you hit some sort of specialty list and then you're free unlimited. Excuse me. And then, to add the fuck you to the customers, anyone who's going to do a clean install of Windows, which is now slightly insanely more expensive than the Apple's OS or even Linux OS, hell, even Steam OS for that matter. But like I said, people seem to go for abuse, so the Windows Home Edition will cost you $115, while the Premium Edition is going to cost $200. And of course, they're not going to support pirated versions anymore. Go figure. Unless you figure a little way around that. Now, I know there's no legal way, no real way Microsoft can check if Windows 7's is pirate, which is why those pirating guys are able to get away with what they want. Maybe Windows 8, possibly. Of course, most beta users of Windows 10, I found out, are a bit bitchy about a certain couple of things. The minor one is that ActiveX, as you know, is gone. The Internet Explorer, gone, but it will be replaced with the new Edge browser, which used to be codenamed Project Spartan, Halo reference. And of course, they're putting a lot into that whole Cortana to beat out Apple's Siri. And by the way, I do know there was a massive drop in PC users who immediately went to Linux and Maple and other operations, including, and yes, Amiga OS, that shitty OS, because, a lot of people didn't like Windows 8. Well, yeah, when trying to upgrade from Windows 7 to 8, a lot of people either that or they downgrade it. But anyways, other features are missing. Minor one that I didn't care about, but apparently a lot of people want to bitch about, is that Solitaire and Minesweeper are gone. Boo-hoo. Didn't give a flying fuck. And I think .NET is about ready to be ditched, because I think it was released in open source. I don't know. But other features also, Windows Media Center, gone. I'm not kidding. Windows Media Center is not going to be in Windows 10. Instead, I think they're going to opt for some sort of Xbox media player, as well as all DVD and Blu-ray support, which you'll have to get from third parties, and USB. They say that all floppies, but in reality, USB drives with connecting the CDs and DVD supports, and well as floppies, are going away too. Now, floppies needed to go away, as well as ActiveX, but yeah, it's a bit of an extreme, and they've toned out a lot of features on Windows, and now they want to sell to you for a good whopping $200, and somewhat lower. Just give people maybe some free versions until, I don't think really sounds really like a good deal to me. Of course, other functionality problems, but I don't know. I mean, Windows still holds the dominance over I mean, despite Vista and, of course, Windows 8, Windows still holds the dominance over the reigning PC users and all PC users who use the PCs. And this is just them basically wagging their dicks in the way saying, you're going to buy our shit regardless of what we do. And you're going to love it, just like we always want you to do. Congratulations. I mean, this is the same method or the same thing that Microsoft fell on when they, wanted to put all that DRM under their Xbox One and basically just tell their customers to go fuck off. Of course, the Xbox One died because, the Xbox One actually had a good competition this time, which was known as the PlayStation 4, which has pretty much kicked Microsoft's ass in every which possible fucking way. I'm not joking. Even though, I mean, the PlayStation 4 has very little games incorporated to Xbox One, but it still whooped Microsoft's ass. Of course, in my opinion, with Steam OS, there's now an OS out there by Valve, oddly enough, that it can allow you to play a lot of old games. Not most of the newer games, but a lot of the older games now. And slowly, more and more developers are actually developing more of their games for the Steam OS. Because, it's Steam OS and it's got a store that, it's Steam and Valve. What else is there to say? See ya.